In this video, you'll learn 10 disruptive technologies that are guaranteed to make you rich. Technology is all around us, and it's changing at a pace that's so fast that it's becoming nearly impossible to keep up. However, with this rapid change has come rapid wealth creation, and if you want to learn about technologies you can use to get rich, make sure you watch all the way until the end, as the last technology is by far the best. Number 1, 3D printing. People worldwide are printing all sorts of items to make money, like PlayStation controller stands and toys. If you have a digital model, you can print pretty much anything you want, and you can buy a 3D printer for as little as a few hundred or $1,000s. The technology we have today can easily make highly customized 3D objects. 3D printing targets electronic circuits, human tissues, cells, and organs like livers and hearts. Researchers are even trying out 4D printing to make materials that change shape and react to their environment. Even big brands like Nike and Adidas have chipped in. The future looks pretty interesting here, and knowing what items the market truly needs is a goldmine for making money. To get started, you can buy a 3D printer and use it to make crafts. Then, you can sell your crafts on Etsy and start collecting cash. Alternatively, if you have a printer, you can offer to print things for other people and use the machine to start a service business. With 3D printing, the opportunities are endless. All you need to do is start. Number 2, Web3. Cryptocurrency created a lot of millionaires overnight. CZ made over $50 billion with Binance in less than 5 years. Plus, anyone can create their own money. Now, if you're an artist, you can leverage NFTs to directly connect your art with your audience. Experts say that what makes Web3 different is the ability to own the actual network, and that's what crypto assets themselves represent: an ownership stake in an underlying network. Web3 is already being used by governments, large corporations, and financial institutions. Google partnered with Coinbase to implement Web3 solutions. You see, Bitcoin was just the beginning, and it was the first time money could be sent over the internet without having to trust a middleman. Even former Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey went all in with his payment startup named Square. And now we have Web3 with D5 smart contracts, the metaverse, stablecoins, and so on. If you want to make money in this space, you can buy and sell crypto, help build blockchain technology, or post content around the Web3 space online. Number 3, artificial intelligence. Artists, watch out. OpenAI recently released DALL-E to the wider public. Now anyone can make beautiful art by typing in a few words. PwC predicts that AI might add $15.7 trillion to the global economy in 2030. Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google, thinks that AI will be more important than fire or electricity. The applications of AI are endless: language processing, digital assistants, gene sequencing, robots, investing, facial recognition, and many, many more. Think about it. The world's best players at chess and poker are built on artificial intelligence. Google's Lambda chatbot even made a former engineer believe it was sentient, and AI can even write code at competitive level. In short, AI is everywhere, and we won't even get into concepts like singularity, artificial consciousness, or AIS. One way to make money in this space is to work as a writer and use AI writing technology to double your output. This is a low-cost business you can start today. And if you want to learn some other great business ideas, you can start with very little money. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, as I'll be sharing others in upcoming videos. Number 4, advanced robotics. It's estimated that robotics will be a $500 billion industry by 2025. Boston Dynamics builds unbelievable humanoid robots. They're skilled at parkour, jumping, and running over rough terrain. Spot, the fastest dog robot, can run at 1.6 meters per second. Elon Musk showed off Optimus, a humanoid robot that's learning to walk and may do your chores in the future. There are even robots used in agriculture. Car manufacturers like Tesla and Honda have made enormous progress with autonomous vehicles. Amazon and Walmart are delivering packages to their customers with these flying robots. Bionics also allows people who've lost their legs to walk again. Robots are everywhere, and investing in companies like NVIDIA and Rockwell Automation are ways to ride the robotics wave to a high degree of profits. Number 5, Internet of Things. By 2025, the Internet of Things might be worth $1.5 trillion. McKinsey forecasts even more trillions. Alphabet, Amazon, Cisco, IBM, Microsoft, and Oracle. they've all invested extensively into the Internet of Things. Schwab says that today it is economically feasible to connect literally anything to the Internet. If you're unfamiliar, the Internet of Things means devices connected to and through the Internet. These devices capture data via sensors that may be shared and analyzed. Sensors are in billions or trillions of items, including computers, appliances, clothes, accessories, cars. The list is endless. These sensors are getting smaller, cheaper, and smarter. Like, what if your fridge could order food for you when it's running out? With the Internet of Things, companies and customers can remotely monitor orders in real time. And if you associate yourself with the delivery business, then this can present a fantastic way to make money in this area. Number 6, computerized agriculture. Around 1 billion people go to sleep hungry every night. Food is a real problem we have to tackle, and agriculture could be the way to go. Agriculture has never been easier. Technology made it so. We now have vertical farms, indoor farms, and floating farms. You could grow plants in a container. Even soil is not necessary anymore. With AI and smart devices, you can precisely control how the crops are growing, from when to water them and what nutrients to use in what quantities. You can even enhance the flavor in your plants. If this sounds cool, let me know by hitting that like button below. But how can computerized agriculture make you rich? Good question. First, planting your own crops can yield cost savings by allowing you to avoid being bludgeoned by the recent rise in costs you experience at the store. Alternatively, you can invest in companies that will be using this technology to improve their own production, like Tyson Foods or Bayer. Number 7, biotechnology. Biotechnology redefines humanity. In 2022, a genetically modified pig heart was transplanted into a human body. Gene sequencing is booming. A human genome can be sequenced in hours for less than $1,000. For comparison, the first human genome sequencing took 20 years and billions of dollars. Some even propose a DNA internet. Imagine a database of millions of genomes that might help tackle health and agricultural land issues. CRISPR was the first technology to modify genomes by cutting DNA strands. You could alter the DNA of animals to change what they eat, generate weather-resistant crops. And what about designer human beings? Someone was sentenced to 3 years in prison in 2018 for manipulating the genes of 2 human embryos to make them HIV-free. Regardless of the ethical questions biotech raises, it's definitely an area set for making money. Since the pandemic, biotech has been primed for making money and offers many 6-figure positions, such as working as a bioengineer or research scientist. Alternatively, you can invest in biotech companies like Vertex or Regeneron Pharmaceuticals, or ETFs, like the iShares Biotechnology ETF. Number 8, virtual and augmented realities. The metaverse has been on everyone's lips for a year, yet few understand it. Combined, Google, Microsoft, and Meta have spent over $100 billion on advancements to the metaverse. People now party, create art, and visit art galleries in the metaverse. McKinsey says that the metaverse could generate $5 trillion in value by 2030. But behind the metaverse, there are VR and AR technologies that are transforming the world. Johns Hopkins employs augmented reality for spine surgery, and VR can be used to alleviate height phobia, body dysmorphia, and eating problems. DHL has used smart glasses with augmented reality for logistics. Imagine a totally immersive VR experience. But the real question is, how do you use AR and VR to make money? First, there are play-to-earn games. Games like VR poker, esport betting, and others allow users to earn money as they play online games. There are entire companies dedicated to this category, such as AdMix, a startup that just raised $25 million to drive in-game monetization in the metaverse. Another cool way to make money in the metaverse is to buy and sell land parcels. Companies like PwC, JP Morgan, and several others have made moves in this direction, and now you can too. Any user can purchase a land parcel for a fixed price and later sell it at a higher price to return a profit. Kind of like how you flip traditional real estate. Number 9, cloud and edge computing. Computation is moving to the cloud. Amazon, Microsoft, and Google are major players in this area, but the amount of data transferred daily is increasing. The number of Internet of Things devices and autonomous vehicles is growing like mad. Software is becoming more complex and computationally pretty expensive. The cloud is simply not enough to offer you an instant response on your devices, and here's where edge computing innovates. Edge computing is meant to bring computation as near to your device, so you're not sending data to the cloud, but to the local edge devices. And this enables greater speed, security, and scalability at a lower cost. So, is edge computing replacing cloud computing? Well, both technologies will coexist, but some computation will move from the cloud to the edge, and this can offer you some great opportunities for making money now and into the future. For instance, you can get certifications in edge computing and be one of the individuals who builds out this space. There is going to be a ton of demand for knowledgeable people in this area as it expands further, meaning big salaries and opportunities for growth. If you want to take a more hands-off approach, you can always invest in both individual stocks or ETFs. For example, you can invest in computing giants like Microsoft and Alphabet, or in companies making hardware like NVIDIA, Arista Networks. Number 10, clean energy. It's said that whoever solves clean energy will be the world's first trillionaire. All over the world, billions of dollars have started flowing into nuclear fusion startups. Many experts state that fusion doesn't pollute or emit greenhouse gases, and there's no meltdown risk compared to fission reactors. However, things are not so simple. Elon Musk, among others, argues that fusion is not economically viable. If that's the case, why not keep developing wind and solar power? The sun is our biggest fusion reactor, with more than enough energy flooding from it. Consumption of energy has been increasing parabolically since the Industrial Revolution. As we diversify our needs, we clearly harm the environment. Stopping fossil fuels is vital. By this point, climate change has already been here for a while and it's accelerating. So how can you use clean energy to get rich? There are a few ways. The first is to invest in the green industry. You can do this in one of two ways. The first is by investing in these companies directly through stock ownership. Some green companies worth looking into more are Vestas, SunPower, and First Solar. However, not everyone likes investing in individual stocks, so ETFs may be a preferred way to ride the green energy wave. Some popular ETFs include the iShares Global Clean Energy ETF and the Global X Yieldco Index ETF. Alternatively, you can use clean energy to save yourself money. For instance, you can install rooftop solar panels to your house, and there are many subsidies for people who want to install these types of devices on their homes, and once they're operational, they can cut down your monthly electric bills considerably. Now, if you really want to start saving more money, make sure you avoid the 10 habits I share in this next video. So click over here and let's get started.